Now, live from Ernie's Cut Rate Liquor Store, shooting range, candle shop, bowling alley, massage parlor, it's the Dave and Doc Podcast.
Greetings and salutations.
Happy day, happy day. Welcome back, welcome back.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
We're back.
We're back. We're bad. Mel Gibson and Danny Glover.
That's right.
They're mad. That's it. Show number 23.
Show number 23.
MJ.
The greatest.
Greatest. Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Yeah.
No debate. That's it. I don't have. We ain't got to play no highlights.
Nope.
We don't have to talk about anything. Michael Jordan.
On the eve of Golden State winning
Don't
their
care. Don't matter. No.
fourth championship.
Fourth in 8 years.
Yeah. Impressive.
And talking a lot of smack. Yeah. You don't know how many they'd have had if you put them up against those Bulls?
That would be
Zero. I don't care. Yeah, don't care. No, Michael Jeffrey Jordan, greatest ever. It's not even, Steph Curry can't hold his jockstrap. I'm sorry.
No.
And Steph Curry's a good ball player. I'm not saying he's not a good ball player, but no.
He's a streaky ball player.
That's it.
I'll say that.
That's it. Hey,
he's a streaky
He can
ball
shoot the lights out, but he'd never get a shot off. You put Scottie Pippen or one of them, Ron Harper. No, I'm sorry. In the old school where you could actually check them and no. We've talked about this before. No.
I know. I get all upset when I start talking about
Episode 23, Michael Jeffrey Jordan, greatest basketball player of all time. There is no debate. I don't care.
Yeah, no, there's not.
I don't care. That's it.
It's one of those two debates that there's no debate. There's one number 23 and there's one number 16. And that's it.
Booyah. But we're back, man.
Hey, we are. Welcome to the Dave and Doc Podcast. I'm Dave.
And I am Doc.
We took a week off. We had
some logistical challenges.
There was a lot of stuff going on. But we appreciate you guys listening.
Yes.
And if you
Welcome
are listening,
back.
You are listening on a platform. But let me tell you about the other platform. Should one platform make you upset?
Tell us about it, Dave.
Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, our good friends at Stitcher. iHeartRadio, Pandora, TuneIn, Podcast Addict, Pocket Cast, and Overcast. And, of course, you can view the podcast on YouTube if you like. And, again, I say it every week because, I do have a kid going to college. I'd love to have some money. Please subscribe to this thing and quit just watching it, you bunch of heathens. Just subscribe. That's all you have to do is click subscribe. I don't care if you do anything else with
Just a click. Maybe a like, too. You could hit that
That'd
like
be
button.
good.
Hit that
That'd be
like
good.
button, right?
Everybody says the same thing. They're like, click the bell, select like, and then subscribe. I'm like, don't really. I'm asking people to do too much.
Let's keep it simple.
Let's keep it simple.
Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid.
Kiss.
That's it.
That's
That's it. Good stuff. Good stuff. But in all seriousness, thanks to everybody who continues to listen to us and also watch us.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Definitely appreciate it. And thanks for all the support. And here we are. Episode 23.
Man. Made it back. I'm glad.
I am too.
And so
You're on borrowed time too.
I know. We're going to get into that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're on some borrowed time.
But you know who's not on borrowed time because they are paid in full?
Who's that?
The sponsor of our dad jokes, the one and only, Mr. Bo Blanken,
Who we were
of Farm Bureau Insurance.
Yeah, and thanks, Bo. And we were just talking about Bo because we're not given a number for Bo. We didn't give his number
The
because
question was raised by some very intelligent listeners. Well, now how do they know how to contact Bo? And I said, we forgot that.
We forgot that, but I also expect people to be able to. I don't know.
I mean, we said his name like 700 times.
There's a thing called Google that you can go to.
Bo Blanken of Farm Bureau Insurance. That's Bo, B-O, like body odor. Bo does not have B-O, though, okay? And Blanken, so B-O, Blanken, B-L-A-N-K-E-N.
That's right.
At Farm Bureau Insurance. So
Which is what I Googled this morning to pull the page up.
But you got them digits.
I do. I do have.
Just make sure you ask for Bo.
Just make sure you ask for Bo. I even have the address. How about that?
Oh, look at you.
156 Morgan Avenue. Out there in Rutledge.
Rutledge.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
You can't just say Rutledge. You have to say out there in Rutledge.
I got you. Yes. There you go.
And if you would like to reach Bo and your internet doesn't work and you can't Google for whatever reason, you have no device whatsoever that will get you on the internet to Google this information, I will say his number now. Ready? Here we go. 865.
It's area code.
Yes.
Okay.
Start with that. You don't have to start with that maybe. Do you have to dial area code now?
I think
I do on my cell.
I think you do. Actually, our phone's in the office now. The way it's through TDS, you have to put the area code in for even local numbers.
Yeah.
Because I was like, what the? I was hitting the 7 digits and it wouldn't go through. And they're like, oh, you have to, Doc, you have to dial the area code now. I'm like, it's a local number. So, yes, area code 865.
So, 865.
Gotcha. Area code
828 5393.
That was awesome.
Thank you. I said it slow so people can write it down.
865-828-5393.
Look at you.
Boom.
Look at you.
I got the digits for Bo in case I need to call him.
Yeah.
You know, that's it. Got it covered.
Or you could also go to google.com and press enter. And there's a big thing there where you can type in Bo Blanken.
And you can see him.
He's
a strapping young fellow. Yes.
Very strapping young fellow.
Yes.
He's very coordinated with his tie, I'll have to say.
He's got it. He's got that.
Look at you.
He's got
a little garnet going on there.
That's all right.
Throwing that out there.
Yeah, I don't think that's for you. I think that's just because it looked good. That's it.
Of course it looks good.
Hey, yo.
No, thanks, Bo. And there's your number
Bo.
And all your information. We hope everybody in the state of Tennessee drives here to see you. And
yes, he will. Because remember, there's one thing that I know. Okay, that Bo does know your insurance needs. Faux show.
Bo knows.
That's it.
Bo knows insurance.
That's it. Insurance, no doubt. So. These are some Father's Day type jokes.
Oh, good. It is Father's Day.
Yeah.
Well, it's not Father's Day.
Yeah, happy Father's Day, man.
Happy Father's Day to you.
Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there listening.
Lindsay asked me what I wanted to do for Father's Day.
Peace and quiet.
And I said, you see this recliner that I'm sitting in? This is what I said. And she goes, yeah. And I'm like, that's what I want to do. She goes, you don't want to go out or have people? No, I really don't.
Peace and quiet.
You know,
just let me be.
Because every Father's Day I had to do something that somebody else wants to do.
That's right.
I am a dad.
Yeah, but
as that I know of, I've fathered 3 children.
You were there, yes.
That I know of,
yes. Paternity confirmed. No, yeah, no. 18 years, and on her 18th birthday, found out it wasn't his. No, none of that. There's none of that.
No,
none of that.
No.
So, why do dads who golf always take an extra pair of socks?
Yeah, why is that?
In case they get a hole in one.
Good Lord.
What did the baby corn say to the mama corn?
What's that?
Where's popcorn? You actually kind of like that one.
That was funny.
That was all right. What do you call a dad who falls through the ice?
Deadbeat. No, just kidding. No, go ahead. Sorry.
Though there are a few of those.
Yeah.
A popsicle. That's pretty good. How does dad take his coffee?
How?
Very, very seriously.
I don't drink coffee.
I don't either. I drink the Mio squirts.
I had to stop drinking that. You told me to stop. Well, you didn't tell me to stop. You just told me that
I think you were getting a little too much.
I
backed off on mine significantly, though.
My Billy Rubin went nuts,
and your supplements and stuff.
And you were like,
"You're taking too many. You need to eat some vegetables. You're taking too many vitamins, too many vegetables. Not enough vegetables, too many vitamins." Lindsay's trying to keep you away. Yeah. Yes, that's it. That's it. Yes. So, I was going somewhere with that, and it just
left you.
It just left me.
It just left you.
It's okay though. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Brought to you by Bo Blanken.
Brought to you by Bo
Farm
Blanken.
Bureau Insurance. 865-828. I forgot 5395. I don't know whatever it was.
It's 865-828-5393.
I missed it by 3 and 5, the last digit.
Just keep dialing numbers, folks. Eventually you'll get it.
But he's there.
He is.
He will answer your call, y'all.
He'll answer your call, y'all.
That's it.
Oh, he got the Soaring Eagle Award.
Yeah, man.
Is that a Tennessee Tech thing?
I have no idea.
Because that's what they do. I mean, like we were just there this weekend.
He will fly like an eagle.
So we were there this weekend, and the whole thing was called Soar. Because I mean, they're the
like bed sore.
Yes,
like little cheesy smell, little.
So
Soar like
Soar.
an eagle.
Yeah. So it's in all the
Did they play Bette Midler?
They did not.
Okay, that was
I would not have stayed. I would not have stayed. So they do this thing called Wings Up, right? Like, and all the students do the thing called Wings Up, and
Please tell me they don't do like the.
No. It's one hand.
They don't do like a little flap and then throw it up.
I'll show it to the camera first, then I'll show it to you.
Like the anchor down from Bandy.
So it's like this.
Oh,
like
my.
that's your little Wings Up thing. That's what they do.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Like this?
No, just one hand.
Oh,
you only do one hand.
Right, because every bird flies with one wing.
Yeah. Yes, they do.
Oh.
They're all.
This is good information to know. Oh my goodness.
So, but anyway, so they called the thing Soar, right? And freshmen are required to go do
They
it.
can't call it soaring because that's trademarked by Disney, and Disney been like, "You owe us some money."
And for they're the Golden Eagles, and the whole way down, I kept saying stuff like the Screaming Eagles, and I'm like, I'm gonna go do a football game, and it's like touchdown, Screaming Eagles, and then we pass a sign. I'm like, oh, it's the Golden Eagles. It's not the Scream. The Eagles aren't screaming. It's the Golden Eagles.
Soar it.
I will say this. Nicest people I've ever been around in my life. Now I know they're going to be taking my money.
Oh yeah, man.
But even the students, just like walking around campus, they were like, "Hey, welcome to Tech." I'm like, "Oh, thank you, I appreciate that.
Thank you.
I'm not going here, but he is. But
He's going to be here.
yeah,
Did you know we have a podcast, David?
we talked about the fact that we forgot stickers because that was going to be all over campus,
Oh man,
There's still time.
Oh yes, yes.
But so we get there.
This is a big moment too, man. That's your first child.
It is. It's my buddy.
Headed off to college.
My one-time baby boy, who's not a baby anymore. He's bigger than me and working out.
He's your man child. Now.
He's a man child now.
He's your man child.
And so we get there to do the orientation, and they put us in this auditorium. And the first thing the guy says is, "Hey, sorry, we had a chiller break this morning, so there's no AC in this." And I'm like, "Oh, they're going to move us to another."
No.
No.
Too many people. They can't. Yeah.
And so it was miserable.
Nice.
But then they had it fixed by the next day. So,
well, I mean, that's a pretty good turnaround, though, all things considered.
Yeah, I mean,
good. I lived in an unair-conditioned dorm for 2 years.
Yikes.
Lived in Hess. Oh, it was awesome. Hess Hall, the zoo. Got to know everybody on the floor, though, because everybody's doors were open. Because you get the draft
and
going.
naked.
People don't recall that. Though it was community shower. You did not have it was not a suite base, so you had to walk down the hall.
As will Steven.
Walk down the hall and just, yeah. But nobody cared. I mean,
One of the student helpers, they call themselves something, I forget now.
Orientation leaders.
Something like that. So they were talking about like some of their experiences, and they were talking to this guy. He's like, yeah, my freshman year, I lived on, in a hall that, we all shared. He's like, I shared with 20 other guys. He goes, I saw things.
Bet you did.
Good for you.
Little eye opener. Hey yo.
But it's a beautiful campus, and I'm super excited for him. We got to go to his major. We got to go to that building and spend a lot of time there meeting all the professors.
Awesome.
And
that's really cool.
Met the dean there, and all those professors seemed super nice, and they already had his schedule ready, and like it was very well organized. I'm not trying. Hey, Tennessee Tech is not sponsoring this show.
No.
As a matter of fact, I'm sponsoring them.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Because it ain't free.
Unfortunately, no.
Parents, it ain't not free.
It ain't.
And it's pretty expensive. But great university.
They took care of you.
They did.
And you feel good because, like I said, you're sending your boy away. Now, he's not that far away, thank
He's
goodness.
not.
It's not like he went to Maine.
Right.
Or UC Berkeley. So I mean that's good,
right?
But I mean still, hour and a half away, right? 2 hours.
It took me 2 hours.
Yeah, you drive like grandma.
Yeah,
I know you.
I did get up to 80.
Oh, no. Oh, that's impressive. Nope. I'll give you some ups. Okay. That's impressive.
I did.
That's
And
impressive.
then I realized it's going 80, and I backed off a little bit.
75.
Well, yeah, 74, 73, 62. I kept up with traffic. No one honked at me, so that was good.
That's the key, man. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we were driving around
Especially when you're
campus.
going up the plateau. And if people aren't keeping it, you're like, come on now. It's hard enough. We're pulling these hills.
Right.
Let's at least all try to go. Yes.
I did realize that Steven is terrible with maps. Terrible. Because he was navigating when we got on campus, right?
Oh, no.
And so I'm like, okay, tell me where to go. And he goes, okay, make a left here. And we make a left. And then I'm like, okay. And like,
We just made a square.
and yeah, right. We made
you.
several squares. And then he said, okay, it's the next road after the football stadium. All right. I know where the football stadium is. So we get there, and then there is no road. And then so we drive around. So we did eventually find where we were supposed to go. So
You know, there's a thing called Garmin and Waze and MapQuest.
it doesn't work on campus
and Google,
well.
Google Maps.
It doesn't work on campus very well. I think they changed so many of the buildings and stuff.
They just can't keep up.
It just
with
can't keep up.
The update can't
Yeah.
keep up.
Doing a lot of construction there too.
That's what really gets you.
Yeah.
When they're doing that because they'll shut off and if the road is supposed to be open and you're like,
Yeah.
but beautiful campus.
Beautiful
It is.
campus.
I went to a formal there many years ago with a girl I knew from high school. We went. They had one of their formals, so we went to that. And I remember the campus was really pretty.
Pretty campus, really good people. And so
You didn't bring me my donuts though.
that's what I was going to talk about. So
Jack wagging that up.
I know.
I'm
And
very distressed.
So they even talked about, so like the student workers even talked about like the debate, because there's two places there.
Oh.
There's Big O's and Ralph's. And so they debated on which one was better.
This is so bad. Okay.
So they debated which one was better.
Okay.
And the one guy finally dropped the mic because he said, one of these two places is nationally recognized for their butter twist, and it ain't Big O's. That's what he said. And basically he was like, and we out.
I'm very glad that
Yeah.
Big O's is not known for its butter twist. But Ralph's. I mean, I've heard of Ralph's. That's the one, right?
Yeah.
That's the one that you hear so much about. But that's cool. There's two options.
There is two options. And so
You didn't bring me a butter twist.
I did not. So
I would have taken just a regular glazed donut, Jack. Thought we were friends.
I know, right?
I mean, I'm working. I got the sponsorship. Recall.
I know.
Recall.
I've done nothing for this
Shit.
podcast.
Right?
Nothing.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
So here's
Can't
what
get a round.
So the
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
the idea
Yes.
was to once we finished with our orientation, we were going to go to Ralph's and then head home, right?
I mean that's
was-
an excellent plan.
That way, the donuts, because if the donuts are sitting in our hotel room, they're going to get consumed.
I understand what's going to happen.
Right,
Yes.
so-
no, I get it.
Right, so that
Brilliant.
was the plan.
You got it. I know about you, man. I mean, we manage things.
Oh, yes.
We can get the plan down.
So Stephen, we were separated on the second day.
You mean
because-
separated like divided?
So he had sessions and I had sessions, right? They had student sessions.
Sessions. Did they call them soaring sessions?
I think they did.
Sore sessions. Bed sores. Brought to you by Tough Acting Tonight.
So brought to you by Sav. So he called and he was like, "Hey, I think we're finished up," and so he had to go check out to get his
Like ID
his ID
and all-
card
yes,
and all that stuff
yes,
for
yes.
classes and everything. So
Yes.
so he gets that and we meet up and I said, "Okay, here's what we need to do, son. We need to go to the hall that you're going to live." And we need to map your schedule out, and let's walk to every building.
Again,
so
that's
you
a
see.
very good plan.
Right.
That is a very good plan.
So
I did that as well. And
So-
then I changed my schedule within the first 2 weeks of being in school.
So we did that, and again, I trusted him with the map. So this took about an hour, and the humidity was 175%,
Y'all were sweat.
and I was
Wet. Didn't have it going like a turbo vet.
My watch beeped at me and said, "Are you working out?" It did. Would you like to record this workout? Like, I just want to die. So
Did you have some hydration in hand?
I did.
Okay, that was
we did,
good.
We did have some
Stephen?
hydration. Yes, yeah,
Okay,
we
that
both
was
had
good.
hydration.
Okay, that was smart.
So,
But y'all were wet.
By the time, oh yeah. So by the time we left, so like I'm even using the remote app on my my car to start my car.
Right. To try to get it.
Because we're like 10 minutes away, and I'm like, I'm starting it now. So I pull the app up, start the car. So we get in the car, and we're like, and the air conditioner's going, and we start driving, and the next thing I know, we're an hour from home. And I totally forgot.
And we didn't go to Ralph's.
Yeah, we didn't.
I'm going to do just a visual demonstration for you, okay?
Okay, go ahead. Here we go.
Okay. This is me.
Yes, that's you.
This is donuts.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, they're close. Okay. We're not. This isn't going where you think it's going. Okay. This is the world.
Yeah.
Me and donuts. Okay.
Yeah.
The world revolves around me and the donuts.
I got you.
You have made this fatal mistake.
I know.
I mean, if this was Mortal Kombat, I would have to finish you. Would be it. Finish him. Sorry, but that's okay. You know what the good news is, though? There are going to be ample opportunities.
There's going to be one in about a month and a half. I'll be right back there.
See, that's what I'm saying. See, I mean, so it's perfect.
Yeah,
this is going to be perfect.
And
really, what we probably should do, we keep threatening. We're going to go mobile one of these days. We're going to figure this out. We're going to do the show mobile.
Yeah,
and we should probably just do it at Ralph's.
That'd be fun.
And eat a donut.
That'd be fun.
You want to see me jacked up?
Wouldn't Steven love it if I came to Cookeville and did the podcast while he's in college?
Yes, that's the other.
Isn't that your dad?
And that's the other good reason that it'd be like, what are those guys doing? Oh, they're doing a live podcast at Ralph's. That's it.
That's it. Oh, but that's what happened. So
I'm glad you had a good experience, though.
We had a great experience, and even
that's important.
Even and so he moves in August, and then there's Family Day in September.
Yeah,
and I'm going to go watch football. I mean, that's what I'm going to do.
I mean, that's what you should go do.
Yeah.
I mean, never miss an opportunity.
Maybe I could be the voice of the screaming Golden Eagles. Wouldn't it be good? I bet I could. I wonder if they'd make me audition.
This is not intimidating.
It's not. And I don't think like the football team does it.
It's like you just need a surfboard and let your hair grow out long and a pineapple. Dude.
Yeah.
Soar up.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Let me show you. I'm trying to see where the camera. So like.
No, we can't really. Sorry, it's this. I mean, it's like we have a trimmer. It's like there's something, like I'm fiending. I need something. Yeah. I need something. Right?
It was funny. So they like one of the student aides was like trying to tell Steven's group like how to do the wings up, and most of the kids already knew how to do it, right? And
what they do, practice at home.
Well, I think it's just one of those. If you follow their Instagram accounts,
you mean it's kind of intuitive.
It is
kind of like using Google.
It is
okay.
It's Cookeville, and she was like
the goggle,
and so she told the kid to make sure his it's like tuck your middle fingers up. Below here, and the kid's like, I only have one middle finger. Like, hey-oh! I'm like, that kid's going somewhere. I like him.
Common sense will take you far.
It's a dry campus, too.
That's actually a good thing.
It's a dry campus.
That's a good thing.
And the chief of police there is hilarious.
That's because it's a dry campus.
He was so funny.
I bet his job's fairly relaxing, really and truly.
Probably.
Because he's the campus police chief.
Yeah.
You take 3 steps off of campus, and that's the county's.
That's right.
Or the city's problem. That is not his problem.
That's true.
That's got to be a pretty good job.
Very true.
I mean, because, here's the thing. Nothing ever bad happened when someone consumed alcohol. That would never in a million years happen. Especially on a college campus.
Right. Nothing ever bad happened.
So, that's actually a good thing. When I was at UT, it was a dry campus.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. Now, the strip was literally right. You know what I'm saying? Again, right. 2 steps off, city's problem, not UT police problem. They started selling beer at Neyland and there. So it's no longer.
Right.
But yeah, when I went there, and honestly, it was nice because you didn't have to worry about people, throwing their beer cans in the shower. When you go, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, did anybody ever puke? Of course they did. That was just part of it, So, but at least, yeah. We had this dude. His name was Patrick. He did not live on the floor. He lived on the smoking side because they also had smoking and non-smoking.
Of course they did.
Yes, J and K, and the J was the non-smoking side, and the K was the smoking side. Okay,
because it'll kill you.
That's right. That's right. And we had a fire door in between us. I'm sitting there going, the ventilation would just seem to be that this crap would float over here. I just don't know. But anyway, Patrick
Not an engineering
Patrick
school.
came up. Patrick was on the K side. Patrick majored in engineering, actually. So there you go. And he did become an engineer. I would see him randomly after freshman year. Patrick apparently had been off campus one evening.
Yeah.
And my roommate Eric and I one night, it was like a Thursday night, and we had our door open. We were just hanging out, watching a game or whatever. And you hear this. And then all of a sudden, he comes to our door that's open, and he just falls into our room.
Falls in
Because he was hitting the doors.
Yeah.
Because he was swaggering. Because swaggering. He didn't have much swagger at that point. He was staggering.
No, that was staggering.
Because obviously he'd been at the library studying all night, and he was very tired. He was sleep deprived.
with his buddy Bud.
That's it. Right. Right.
And
right.
Jack.
Right. That's right. Right. So, yes. And obviously he's very tired. And he just proceeds to try to start taking a nap on the rug in our room.
Yeah. All right.
And we were like, okay, we'll just leave him there.
Sure. Right.
So he fell asleep probably 45 minutes. It was the funniest thing ever. I'm not going to say anybody didn't come in and maybe like mark on his face or take pictures or anything,
Of course not.
And here's the thing. Nothing bad happened, and he was actually a nice guy. I mean, he's a fun guy, so he thought it was hilarious. When he wakes up, he's like, "What the heck? What is going on?" Because what happened was there was a guy, because I was not pre-med, okay, so there was this guy, and he was pre-med. He actually like drew in Sharpie, like mapped out his veins, like on the surface of his skin. Like that's what he did. Like his circulation. I mean, it actually looked pretty cool. I mean, it's kind of like he had a skeleton suit on, but anyway, it was kind of funny. But
where did he put the Sharpie when he was done?
He took it back. No, like I said, there was no. This was back in the day. This was like '98 stuff like that. It wasn't. It was like, no, let's just be funny. Let's not. You don't have to take it too far.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, he took a nap for like 45 minutes because he'd been studying all night.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you get.
So my room number was J420.
Yeah.
This is so bad.
Of course it was.
This is so bad. And I mean, I'm fairly straight laced. Okay, I'll just be honest with you. So I've never even done this. Okay, it's never smoked pot. Okay,
Right.
Okay. I'm serious. I know you think I'm crazy. No,
I believe you. I know you well enough.
So the first night we go to sleep. Okay, I know we've gone tangential. Do you know this is going to happen?
Of course,
that's what it is.
It's always happens.
And so, Skeen, Eric, we turned the light off in the room, and it was hot. The fans are on because we both had big box fans trying to pull air in and everything, get air circulated. And in glow-in-the-dark rubber cement. You didn't see it during the day. Now, after we noticed it above his, the beds were built in, and then you had like a shelf that was built in above you.
Right.
Above that, I look up, and in glow-in-the-dark rubber cement, there is a drawn blunt with a little bit of smoke coming up, and it says, "Smoke it up, J420." That was our first night there sleeping.
That's pretty cool.
And I was like, "You've got to be kidding."
That's funny.
And I remember thinking, "Where am I at? Oh my gosh." And then you realize that people were just, sneaking all kind. Anyway, it is what it is. College.
It's college.
It was good. Fortunately, I was not like terribly naive, so it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, okay, I got you. I'm not going down there.
What up?
Cigarettes and stay at the library too late. That was it.
That's right. Stay at the library.
45-minute nap. I'll never forget it. Long as I live. Anyway, is what it is. Is what it is. So it's all good. It's all good. But I'm glad y'all had a good experience. And good that colleges are trying to represent. Give the positive influence, all those things. I think that's great. And it's a great school.
And they had the opportunity for him to study abroad. So like he actually would have the opportunity to go to Germany, and like you can get dual degrees. Like you can get your degree, and you'll get a degree from the University of Germany. I don't know. There's
Ramstein.
probably
Ramstein University,
right beside the Air Force Base there.
Du Hast diploma. It's good that you understand that reference.
I do. Yeah.
Sorry, I totally got you off.
No, I remember
Your game with that one.
I remember the Air Force Base because it was in the movie Iron Eagle.
Yes, it was. Oh my goodness.
Iron Eagle.
Louis Gossett Jr.
And that kid who was terrible. He had the worst actor ever. He was also in Adventures in Babysitting.
He was, and I forget his name.
He was Thor in Adventures in Babysitting. Yeah. Yeah, he was awful. And then Iron Eagle Part 2, He died in like 6 seconds in the movie because they were like, "Get this kid out of here."
Yeah, they're like, "This is not what this is about."
No.
Yeah, this is not what this is about. He gone. He gone. See you later.
But yeah, that was my favorite movie growing up.
Iron Eagle.
Loved it.
I mean, that's a pretty good classic movie.
I loved that movie, and it's terrible. I mean, I've probably seen
Quit now, but for its time, it was not.
for its time because
That's the thing. You've got to put
a.
a time we talked about this the last time. You've got to put a time reference on these things. That's what makes them awesome.
And I also like at that time really like wanted to join the Air Force. Like I really wanted to be a pilot.
There you
So,
go.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
There you go. So it's all good.
I'm not a big fan of getting shot at, so I decided let's become a DJ instead.
Hey, Mr. DJ.
Seems safer.
I think so, mostly.
So we were talking about this before the show, and I saw the picture representations of this.
Yes.
I saw the images earlier.
Yes.
The two girls, the two princesses that live at your house.
Yes, my two
That we
girls.
love very much
Yes,
because
about
they're
to be-
our princesses too.
That's right, and they are wonderful princesses.
They are wonderful princesses. Perhaps one of them a little mischievous. Perhaps.
Oh, you just think one? Oh no, sir.
So
no.
what? So
Both. One is just a little bit sneakier.
So Lindsay texted me while we're at orientation, and she said the girls decided to cut each other's hair.
Oh yes.
And they're like, we may have to have Chelsea had to come rescue us or whatever.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh no. And she sent me the pictures. So I cannot wait to hear the behind the scenes story.
Straight scissored So, and I think this is not that uncommon, I feel, but perhaps it is. But we like to talk about it too. See, that's the other thing. This is the other thing I will say. You know this. This is why we get along. We'll just tell you. We're like, you know what? This is ridiculous. Or you know what? This is hilarious. Or you know what?
Yeah.
Guess what happened? Nuggets took a dump in the floor.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, yes, that's real. Because every kid, that stuff happens.
That's what happens.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of people.
Nuggets dropped a nugget.
Right? You know, I mean, Kate has an accident. She peed in the floor. Okay, fine. But there's a lot of people, they don't want to lay that out of the bag. They want to act like,
They're
our life is perfect. Nothing ever happens. And it's like, oh, by the way, so, Johnny kicked, Adrian in the face, 6 years ago. And that's actually how she got this big honking scar in her head. But we never told anybody about it, that was why. It's like, oh, no, we just took her to the ER and got the Dermabond. Don't worry. Nothing actually happened. She just cut her head. Well, no, it's actually because somebody kicked her in the face. Well, the brother.
Yeah.
This is fictional. This is not.
Yes.
But why don't you just be real? Why? Why does it have to be you know what I mean?
There's so many families that try to portray everything as this.
Let me tell you something. We got stuff going on at my house, okay? And it's hilarious. Now, there's so many happy moments, but stuff happens.
Of course.
And that's what I love about my wife, Laura. She's just real about it.
Oh, yeah.
And again, she'll tell you about it. If it's great, you're going to get told about it. If you're being a momo, she's going to tell you about it. And don't try to defend yourself because she should have been a lawyer. I'm like, yep, don't stand a chance. I need to shh. So, but anyway, so right? I mean, it's great, and I love it, and I think I really do. I think people that were friends, I think people do appreciate that, really and truly, because they're like, oh, let's just, because hey, perfect's up there.
Yeah.
I'm freaking way down here.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, stuff funny. Anyway. Okay, so I come home. I call on the way home, because I always call, say, hey, I'm on my way home.
Right.
How's it going? What's going on? So call in.
Do I need to bring in artillery?
Keep it right. Do I need the Kevlar? My Glock is actually in the safe. Do I need to sneak down through the basement and army crawl and grab it first? What do we need to do? Or do I just need to buy a bazooka on the way home? Okay.
Right. Or take a left instead of right and head to Tijuana.
Some tear gas. Or do I just need to go somewhere else? Okay. So I call. And keep in mind, Mama's she is now 37 weeks pregnant.
Yes, she's ready to pop.
And it's hot outside.
Yes.
And little man
Ain't little no more.
He ain't little. No, he big and but he's low. She's carrying him low, and he likes to do like a cartwheel with his rump and just you know, so you know, it's not the most awesome environment. Okay,
right.
So I call, and I get well, how's it going? Oh, it's going. I'm like, uh-oh. I'm like, what are you doing? Well, I'm giving them a bath. Okay, how was your day? Well, it's just been a day. And I'm like, man. And the first thing that comes to mind is don't say something stupid.
Right.
Because I'm a dude. We say. And I'm gonna get beat up for that when the girls listen to this because I said the word STUPID. Just, you know, because I have a bad habit. I mean, I just, you know, anyway.
Me too.
And she goes, well, we have 2 little girls that have cut their hair. And, you know, so in my mind, I'm thinking, oh.
They went from the front, like there was.
Now we have like both faux hawks.
Right.
You know, so now we're going to pretend that they're punk rockers. And of course, when little Bennett gets here, you know, we're going to have some pictures because that's what you do.
That's what you do.
Everybody does it of some sort. We'd like the girls to be in the picture. So I'm like, oh no, this is so bad. I'm sitting there. I'm like, okay, I have working wax, Redken bruise. We can fix it up each day. I've got.
Can wear a toboggan.
I've got it. And she's like, oh no, it's not really in that. It's in the back of their hair. I'm like, okay. So thinking it's not too bad. Except then she sends me pictures. And Kate has a little bit of naturally curly hair, just a little bit.
Yeah.
And basically, it looks like, you know, the little curly Q streamer type things, and somebody's just cut the middle out of those streamer things. And I'm going, oh no. And it's so high. I mean, I don't think I can give my baby like you remember like the preppy dude cut where it was shaved down here and then it would kind of be coiffed up top. It was almost like the bowl cut.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can't really give Kate a bowl cut.
No, you can't. No.
Callan's straight back in the middle also.
Yeah.
You could kind of blend it a little bit, but with it being right in the middle, not so much. So I'm going back of the hair. Now, good news is pictures. We don't do the walkie-walkie holding hands, and you get the back picture. That's not really how the Kelly family rolls. Okay, you're not really gonna get that.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, that's okay. That part's okay. But we still got to fix it. Well, it's high.
Yeah.
So I get home. And Callan comes up, you know, and she's gotten really, she's doing a really good job. I'm really proud of her. She's helping a lot, and she's also, without being prompted, actually apologizing for doing stuff. Now, this also may be part of her mastermind manipulation because she's pretty smart.
She is.
And she may know that when she apologizes, this also lessens the blow. So she said, Daddy, I'm very sorry. We already told Mommy we were sorry, and here comes Kate. Yeah, Dad, we're sorry. But then, and you know, we cut each other's hair, and I said, well, what we're doing, and this is where it went a little bit wrong. So then Callan begins to start to talk about how it all went down. Well, Dad, it wasn't really my fault, okay? And I'm like, oh, this is here we go. The truth is coming out. It's not really my fault. So Kate got the scissors, Daddy, and she crept up behind me. She didn't say crept because but she got behind me and she just cut my hair. She just thought it was funny and she cut my hair. And then Daddy, because she cut my hair, she told me that it was that I had to cut her hair too. So it was really all Kate.
Of course.
And I said, how'd she get the scissors? Where'd she know? Because Kate, she doesn't know where the scissors at. And I said, baby, how did y'all get the scissors? Well, of course, Daddy, I knew where the scissors were and I went and got them. But Kate is the one. I said, yeah, this is going to be a lifetime of this mess. And so Kate was like, I did, Daddy. I cut her hair. And she's got pretty blue eyes. She's looking at me. I cut her hair, Daddy. I did it. And then she cut my hair. I told her to do it. I did. And I said, but nobody made anybody cut someone else's hair.
Right.
No, Daddy. I said, well, then we both have to accept responsibility. Callan looks at me. You know, like a nanosecond. But Dad, it was Kate. Kate going, yeah, Callan, but you cut my hair too. You cut my hair. You know, so yeah, so we both got big strings. So even almost at this very moment, we are now headed to go get that fixed. So I'm going to be really interested. I mean, you know, they're going to have a bob and a weave and some jerry curl probably before this is all said and done. I don't know how this is going to go. So, but they're trying to get it fixed.
Yeah, where it's at is not a good spot. It's a good spot picture-wise, but it's not a good spot as far as fixing.
Right, because if anybody's behind them, they're going, oh, you cut your hair. Of course, now everybody knows when they listen to the podcast. Everybody's going to know. But, yeah, so we're working on accepting responsibility. And I know these are young kids, America. I get it, but... You know, we had a really good Sunday school lesson a couple weeks ago about this very thing, and I was like, okay, we got to work on this because, I mean, yeah, Callan's just like, you know, and Kate is sneaky, sneaky,
but she's adorable.
Oh, I know. And now our new thing is when I say something, she goes, "No, it's not." No, it isn't. I talked to a scientist, Daddy, and a scientist said that blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you talked to a scientist? Yes, I did. I said, how'd you call him? I called him on my iPhone, of course.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, which is this purple hard plastic thing. And, you know, that's it. I talked to a scientist.
Do you know that your methodology is good? Right. It is. No, I mean, really, it's good. Accepting responsibility and all that stuff. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. But can I tell you how it's going to change with the boy? It ain't going to be that way with a boy. I just promise you. I got 3 of them, and I coach a whole herd of cats. So, like,
truth.
It's very with boys. It's like, buddy, stop doing stupid crap. And they're like, okay, Dad. I mean, I'm telling you, it's different with with girls. I feel like you can be more intelligent with girls, and I'm speaking as a boy.
Oh, we're much simpler. There is no doubt.
Yeah.
But here's the thing about the girls, okay? It's so much more emotional.
Oh, yeah.
Like my son, I'm just going to whoop him. I'm sorry, America. I'm not a child beater. But I mean, you know, again, stuff happens. They'll do something. I'm like, I swear, this is before we were getting ready to have him. I said, I'm going to spank. As if that was my son, I would have spanked him.
Yeah.
Number one, spanking doesn't work with Callum because, you know, it's just very emotional thing. She just gets mad. So I'm like, okay, no spanking.
Yeah.
So, we try to take things away. It doesn't work. But if you can out-reason her, and I'm like, we're reasoning with the 5-year-old.
Right.
And I'm talking about spanking, okay? Spanking. Because we're going to get some calls, but I feel this. I just feel this. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, but it doesn't work. You know, Kate, you just look at Kate. Kate has a meltdown. She's sad. She's like, you know, so it doesn't take much.
That's Landon.
You can crumble her with, you know, Kate. I'm like, dadgummit, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Landon
and that's it. And she doesn't do it anymore. And I'm like,
Landon is like, you tell him no, and then Lindsay says, I'm calling your dad. And that's the end of it. And he's like, oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's it.
Nugget, I don't know what you do with Nugget because Nugget just is Nugget.
Yeah, he don't care.
He just doesn't care.
So it's going to be interesting if you know, baby Bennett, if he is like that. I don't know. I think he's going to be wild energy. I really do. I think.
Still a little upset that you didn't consider the name Dave. I'm still throwing that out there. This is why you didn't get your damn donuts.
Called him back.
This is why you didn't get your damn
See,
donuts.
I knew you held a grudge, and then we could have had the B.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not watching.
I'm sorry.
The B.
Okay.
And the D.
Yeah. No, I'm watching on the monitor.
So
I'm watching.
But yeah, and again, we might have to spank.
Yeah.
And I don't know how your feelings are on the corporal punishment.
No problem with it at all.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm a football coach.
Now, again, I'm not down with, you know, grabbing somebody by the ear, the neck, you know, twisting their arm. You know, that's not what I'm talking. I'm talking about spank.
Yeah.
You don't have to spank Kate. You just have to look at her.
Right.
You know, Callan bows up. You know, Callan is strong. That's just, you know, and she's the boss. You know, so you got to play a mind game. And I'm like, I'm too old for this. And I'm like, gosh, this is really going to be bad about 10 years when she's, you know, in high school.
Oh no, can you imagine? Yeah. Or it might be totally different. Or
No. Now she'll accept responsibility. She does.
Yeah.
Ish. She likes to bring somebody down with her.
Of course.
I think that's the hard thing. It's like she'll accept it, but somebody's going down with her.
I did it, Daddy, but in today's political climate,
right? Sugar, we're going down swinging, right? I mean, so I think that's going to be the challenge. But I'm going to be interested with him. Now, again, we're much simpler.
Oh yeah.
That's why he doesn't have to move around a lot. Would you like to know why? This is my hypothesis. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Number one, It's nice and warm and cozy where he's at.
Yeah.
It's a nice spot.
It is.
Number 2, he has an endless, consistent food supply.
That's true.
He can just pee and poop however he wishes.
Yes.
Whenever he wishes.
That's right.
He might even drink a little bit because it's sterile and he likes the taste.
That's right.
And it's okay. Why in the world would you want to come into this world? I mean, what else do you need?
I don't know.
You know, I play some ESPN, you know. He might move around a little bit. He might move around a little bit if the girls give him some love, you know, give him a little hug.
Yeah.
I mean, we're simple.
Oh, yeah.
Something to eat,
Yeah.
shelter, something fun to watch on TV.
Like Father's Day, I'm just sitting in a recliner. I just need a recliner.
I don't know what we're doing. I think we're celebrating with Laura's family some today, and then I'm sure we'll be back up there tomorrow to celebrate a little more. But
Yeah.
which is good.
Laura probably doesn't need to leave the house at this point.
So that's a good transition. We'll get off this, but yes. So with young man, yeah, she was only about 1 centimeter, and that's like the mercy call, you know. When they tell you that, it's like, yeah, you're not really even dilated, but we'll call it a centimeter just as a mercy, because.
And she's like, but no, baby coming out.
She's like, but can't I be like 4? Can I be in active labor? No. So yeah, coming soon to a household near you.
Yeah.
And you know, it's hot. And you know, babies.
This has got to be like the worst time of the year, because my birthday's in July, and I always think about my mom, because I was an eight pounds 2 ounces or something. I always think about my mom in June being like 8 months pregnant and flipping miserable.
Yes.
So yeah,
He's already this is plus or minus like a pound, but he's like 7'4", they think right now, and she's 37 weeks. So it's gonna be exciting.
I did get him his first football, so you know that's one of the gifts. It's in the little bag in there.
Oh yes,
you've got a whole truckload of gifts.
We'll get it. Thank you.
So he got his first football from Uncle Dave,
and I appreciate that.
Yes.
We will. If you keep coaching, I'm sure he will be on your team.
I'm positive he will be.
We will get him out there. Yes, that is my one regret of youth, was not playing football.
Yeah,
I did not play, and I wish I had. I do. Particularly like middle school up. I really wish I'd played.
Yeah,
you know, that would have been a lot of fun, I think.
This time of year is not so much fun. But
no. Football, and when you're pregnant, this is not the time of year for you.
No.
Heavy pads, you know, heavy headgear, which you can't get any of apparently.
Yeah. Speaking of,
segue.
So like right behind you is a box from.
I saw this.
It's a company called Shield or something like that. So what we found was that there was a not just a shortage.
Shields.
Yeah. So there's not just a shortage, but companies aren't like Rydell and Shout,
like the ones that are the primary suppliers. Correct?
They're not making anything for youth this year, helmets or pads. And so what that does with everything out there on the used market is that it skyrockets, of course. This is what we've learned with
that would make sense.
Automobiles and everything else.
Right. No doubt.
So
no doubt.
We started, kind of counting pads, and we're like, how many kids? And we had 33 kids sign up for just our team this year.
Oh, my
33 kids.
Gosh.
And then, so there's all these other, so we're like, we're not going to have enough.
No.
We're just not going to, because, I mean, people sometimes don't turn their pads back in.
Right.
I'm at a consignment sale 2 years ago and find shoulder pads that, and underneath it said Halls Community Park, HCP.
Stop it.
And the tag on it said great for practice. And I'm like, also great for a game. And so I had to buy these pads. Well, I didn't have to, but I bought the pads.
Right. You bought them back.
I bought them to give them back to the park. So the head coach and I are on the phone, and we're like searching the internet trying to find pads, and we find this company, and we were able to buy 21 sets shoulder pads of different sizes, and so we're good now.
Well,
so now
that's
we're good.
Pretty cool though that you're able to get that.
Yeah. So
it's like everything else, man. There's no supply.
I know. It's just ridiculous.
And I mean, and people are trying to get back out and do some things.
I know. It's
supply. I just don't get it.
I don't know. And gas prices are so high now that grocery prices are skyrocketing. You know,
I think $6 a gallon by the end of the summer. Average price $6.
I know.
Did you see the stock market this week?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it made me vomit.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all are making me,
I'm trying
and y'all know who you are. Y'all are making me have to work a lot longer if this mess doesn't turn around, because my retirement is not going to be secure.
Oh yeah. It's which is funny too, because it seems like,
And there's like 11 million jobs and nobody wants to work them.
it's funny. It's just a couple years ago. I feel like the stock market was really good, and
That's amazing.
and
How
gas
did that
prices were like.
How do you think that
I don't
happened?
know. I don't know. I'm not sure.
That's amazing.
And like everybody was working.
Yes.
and just the
We were
economy
thriving. It
was-
seemed like we were
the
thriving.
economy was booming.
We were thriving.
I'll have to research what was going on though. Seems like something was different.
Truth. Those were red letter days, weren't they?
They were.
Now we're in the blues,
We're definitely in
and
the
it's
blues.
it's rough.
We're definitely in the blues.
It's rough.
I did buy a lottery ticket, and I don't buy lottery tickets, so I don't even know how it works.
Hey, you're sponsoring scholarships for education.
I am. So we're on our way back from Cookeville, and we just wanted like a snack. So we ate some breakfast, and then we ate lunch in the cafeteria there. So we just wanted a snack.
You ate some breakfast, huh?
We did. At the hotel.
Oh,
hotel.
okay.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
At the hotel.
Okay.
Which was not
Okay.
great.
Okay, it's okay. It was-
Actually, I do want to talk about the hotel.
okay.
Too.
We'll go.
There's
We'll
a funny
go. We'll
thing.
go back to that.
So we ate breakfast and we ate at the cafeteria at school.
Yeah.
And then after we left, we were on the interstate. We're like, we're not hungry enough to stop and eat, but
Right.
let's just get a snack.
Right. Get something to keep and then keep going.
So we get off the interstate, and it's a big sign that says, there's a sit go, and we get to the end of the off ramp, and there's no sign that tells us which way it is. I told Steve, I'm going to go right. And so we're laughing, and we go like a mile and a half, and like it's not a sit go, it's like a you go or something. Like it's a
No.
baby gas station.
It's a no go.
It's a
But they got
no-go.
lottery tickets.
But they got lottery. So we go in, and Steven, he gets the regular Mountain Dew, and I get the Diet Mountain Dew because I'm watching my girlish figure.
That's right.
And then I get 2 Slim Jims, those really ridiculous, like 17-foot ones, the Tabasco ones. Yeah. Macho man. And so I get
Hurts
2
my
of those.
voice now. I used to be able to do it like
And he gets, and then Steven gets like a bag of something. I don't know. So I go up to the front, and
You said, are y'all sponsored by the Quick Sack?
y'all sponsor. If there was ever a quick sack, this is the quick sack. And so the young lady working up front, she goes, "Hey, how are you?" She's super friendly. And I said, "Hey," because there's a sign there that says lottery, and I'm like, "Hey, I don't even know how really to buy lottery tickets. Like, I know that sounds stupid, but I don't really understand the dynamic.
Oh no, there's like all kinds of stuff.
So I said, so what is the lottery? And she goes, "Oh, I'm not sure." And I'm like, "Well, I mean, I see the numbers behind you. I just can't read them because my eyesight, So I'm like, I think they're behind you." So she turned around. She goes, "It's like, it's 250." I said, so it's $250 million. Right. And she's like, yeah, okay. It's like, ma'am, don't try to do math.
Sign me up.
So I said, so I would like to win some of that. How might I do that? I would like to buy a chance to win.
Don't have to have it all, but a piece.
Oh yeah, just a little bit.
Just a piece.
So, so she says, well, there's different ones or whatever. There's whatever. And
I told you, man. It's
so I'm like, well, what? It's just, so we settled on Mega Millions.
okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So she says, well,
Yes.
it's $2 a ticket. I said, okay. And she said, most people buy them in 5s.
Okay.
I said, okay. I said, well, I'll take 2. Meaning, what I meant was
10.
I wanted 10, and I was going to pay
$20.
So I get,
but that's not what you got.
no, I paid $4 because I got 2.
2.
I got 2, and like at this point, Steven was like falling over laughing. I'm like, I just want to get. So she prints off the lottery ticket, and I get the numbers, and then we, here's all our crap that we're buying, and I hand her my Apple Card, and she goes, "Oh well, I can't sell you the lottery ticket with a card. It has to be cash."
Oh,
Because that's a rule, and I knew this in the back of my mind, but like
I mean, that makes sense.
yeah. So I said, okay. I said, well, can you just so I'm looking at my wallet, and I'm like, I don't really. I had a larger bill that I did not want to. I did. Not bragging. I had a larger bill, and so I didn't want to drop down.
Because it's all about the Benjamins, baby.
I didn't want to drop down a bin. to pay for $13 worth of stuff because I don't
please
like
tell me that
change.
Steven paid for your lottery ticket.
No.
Dang it! That's what I was really hoping.
But I did have like a couple fives and stuff.
I understand. Right.
So I said,
you made it work.
So I said, here's what we'll do. I said, how about we do this in 2 separate orders, right? I'll pay for the lottery ticket in cash, and so that's what we did. So I did end up with
Again, good thinking.
Yes.
Good job. Good problem solving.
Look at me.
Appreciate it. Number 21.
Right. They're probably I'm going to go there and like have a deficit. I'm going to have so much. Sir, you owe us $3,000. We've been trying to give you.
We made a lot of sandwiches since you've been here.
So back to the hotel. So I don't know if I won the lottery or not. I don't know was that last night?
I thought it was last night, but I mean,
I need to look.
Look at me, really.
I need to look. I mean, I don't know. So the hotel.
I'm surprised they're not knocking down your door with those two winners.
Right.
Winner, lottery dinner.
So we stayed at Hampton Inn.
You can go to Captain George's.
I can't. I'll buy a Captain George's.
How about that?
So we stayed at a Hampton Inn. I'm partial to the Hilton chain. I really am. I'm a Hilton Honors member.
Okay, it makes sense.
And so like I have a lot of points and that sort of thing.
I do Marriott. I like Marriott.
I'm a Bonvoy. I'm a Bonvoy member as well.
Somebody hacked my Hilton. Not really. There's 2 people of the same name. They're both Doc, right? And so I get this thing with all these points one time for staying in like Eastern Kentucky, and I was like, I didn't stay in Eastern Kentucky.
Look at you.
And so I call them up, and they were like, "Oh, your number's been compromised." I was like, "What do you mean?" And they were like, "Well, no, it's actually." And I was like, "No," and no bill. There's nothing charged. And they were like, "Oh no, there's 2 of you." And I was like, "Well, no, there's only 1 of me. Ask my wife if there were 2."
Well, it's also why they give you a number.
Right. They just picked the wrong one.
Right.
And right. So there's another individual number, but apparently that person couldn't flip it to the anyway. So I Marriott. I like Marriott. So anyway, but you like Hilton.
I do.
Good. Hilton has some fine establishments.
I'm also a member of the Marriott thing.
Bonvoy.
I used to travel a lot, so like I was kind of a member of all of them. Right.
That makes sense.
So
you gotta get your points. Get something back.
So I'm partial to the Hilton family. So they had a Hampton Inn right there in the middle of Cookeville. Beautiful city of Cookeville. It reminded me a lot of Honaker, Virginia, little town I grew up in.
There you go. See,
it really did. Except we didn't have a Hampton Inn, and
right.
I don't know that there wasn't.
You had a Hammer Inn.
Where there wasn't a lodging place.
There's a hamp. There's a hamp. Over here at the Hamp Inn.
I got a hammock in the backyard. You're welcome to sleep there. Some super nice people in Honaker though that if you were coming through and tired, they'd be like, you know what, yeah, it's fine. We got a spare bedroom.
That's it.
So staying at the Hampton Inn. Had a nice pool that we didn't take advantage of because it's 1,000 degrees outside, and I just don't really do pools.
And somebody can't navigate a map.
And so we get there, and I didn't even have to go to the front desk. I did the pre-check-in, got the digital key for my phone.
Nice.
So we got there. We walked right to the room. The room was set on 65 degrees. It was perfect. Everything was great. We go out to eat dinner that night. A little sushi place in Cookeville. I know that seems like a weird place to eat sushi, but it was actually really good.
See?
And
Good
so
stuff.
Get back to the hotel and just kind of getting comfortable watching some TV. We're actually watching South Park because, Mom wasn't with us, so we're watching South Park. And then we watched Deadpool and, just having a good father-son thing.
That's it.
So then old dad here takes his socks off, gets into his kind of, nightly attire. Socks come off. And I'm walking.
Did you light some candles?
I did not.
A little lavender bath.
So I'm
Steven's
walking.
going, what is going on?
So that actually, sometimes when I'm like at a hotel or whatever, like I'll take a shower before I go to bed.
Oh yeah,
just to get calmed down, like just to kind of get rested.
I shower at night, so I always do that.
Oh, but I shower in the day too. Yeah. It is not uncommon for me to take 2 showers,
and that's okay. That's okay.
So I'm like, I told Steven, I'm like, I'm gonna take a shower. So get there, take socks off, I get in the shower and everything, come out. As I'm walking across the floor,
you felt it.
The floor was sticky. And I thought maybe I got out of the shower. Perhaps it was the soap that I use. You know what I mean? Like maybe my skin's, I don't know. So I didn't really think a whole lot about it. But after I'd had some time to dry completely, I walked over to my bag and to get my iPad out. And I'm like, oh, it's worse on this side. So I told Steven, and of course, Steven immediately took his socks off and started walking around. He goes, what is that? I'm like, I have no idea, but the floor is sticky.
Stickiness.
Yeah.
Oh, stickiness.
So sticky sweet. Motley Crue, Dr. Feelgood album.
Big Mac 103.
Big Mac. Oh, wow. So I have no idea what was going on in this hotel room. The floor was sticky. And it wasn't like in one spot. Like, it wasn't like there was, activities.
There wasn't like a chalk outline of an individual.
No,
okay.
Or there's some areas you just don't go to in a hotel.
You know what it was? I figured this out.
What was it?
You know what it was?
What's up?
Somebody got 24 butter twists from Ralph's and laid in the floor, eating them delicately, and just spilled all the sugar all over the place.
You know what was funny once?
And it's so hot, sticky sweet from your head to your feet.
I was at a what is
Butter
it?
twist.
It was a Hilton. It was in O'Hare.
No.
And so I was staying at the Hilton in the O'Hare airport.
Yes.
And it was, all they had were double queen beds. They didn't have any king left. They're like, we're so sorry, Mr. Miller, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, it's fine. I don't care. So I go there and I'm trying to pick which bed I want, right? And I'm like, well, I mean, I don't know. Which one do I want? And so just happened to be, I only had a few lights on in the room. And so I think I wouldn't have seen this had all the lights been on.
I sense the mood. Oh, I bet you have some. Let's let it go.
Oh, that's a whole show. And so
turn off the light.
So
light a candle.
Super nice headboards that are affixed to the wall.
Yes.
Super nice headboards.
It's good stuff. No,
Yeah.
right. It's right.
And what do I see on the headboard?
A roach.
No. What do I see? I'm like, what is that? And that looks like it was the side of a face print with two hands.
No, it's not.
Beside of it.
No, it's not.
Yeah. And for a minute, I'm like, what was, no. And so the cleaning crew apparently didn't see it because you couldn't see that because the light had to be shining.
And you said, I believe tonight's my night over there.
Oh, yeah. I stayed on the right side of the room.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So immediately when the floor is sticky.
Oh, no.
I don't know. And again, there's parts of hotel rooms like, those little, they're like little, I don't know what they are. They're like little benches or whatever in the hotel, like little tiny, they're movable or whatever.
Yes.
And I never sat on those because I just feel like I
got you, man.
Yeah.
No, we're good. I got you. We're together.
I feel like
no, I got you.
I feel like I shouldn't touch those.
Yes.
But when the entire floor is sticky,
don't touch me. Yeah.
Like I don't understand. Like it kind of creeped us out that the floor was sticky.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like, that's gross. But and their breakfast was absolutely terrible, which is unfortunate.
So
I mean,
Hampton Inn letting me down.
It did. I mean, it was eggs and sausage and just the sausage wasn't great, and the eggs, they were eggs by definition.
Powdered. Probably powdered.
Probably powdered. And so,
which sometimes those are actually good. Just depends on how you cook it.
And so, but the cool thing is, I love orange juice, but I tend to never drink it unless I go somewhere and have breakfast. But I love orange juice. And so,
did they have the little Minute Maid dispenser for you?
So they did. Yeah. But guess what they didn't have?
Orange juice.
Orange juice. They had guava.
Oh, no.
It was orange, guava.
Did they have that and the apple juice and water?
They had water, no apple juice. They had Tropicana something. No. And then this guava orange. I'm like, okay, I'll try the guava orange. You know what's not good?
Guava orange.
Guava orange. It was terrible.
I have tried that before. Yes, I've had that.
It's this off brown-like color.
Yeah. No, number one, you're sitting there looking at that. It's like, what is in this? And it doesn't really taste good. Yes.
No, I took a drink of it, and it was like...
I took it. Yeah.
And their commissary, right, where you go by. And again, I'm an old-fashioned guy. I liked it when every floor had a vending, or there was one floor that just had the vending machine.
Right, that was the old school.
Perfectly loved that.
Yes.
But now you have to go to the commissary.
That's right.
And say,
come to the
please
commissary.
charge this to my room, please.
That's
it. And Leroy will either charge it to your room or he'll forget. You know what they had? They had 2 bottles of water. That's it. They had a cooler full of nothing but 2 bottles of water and a couple of Reese cups.
Wow.
At a Hampton Inn.
Wow.
So,
a bottle of water and 2 Reese cups. 3 a.m. I fell in love with the sticky floor at the Hampton Inn.
it's the new country song.
Man, I'm rocking it, right? Me and Kenny. Anyway.
Was that a Kenny?
That's a Kenny.
No, I didn't know.
Yes.
Not a country fan.
It's okay. It's okay. You know,
I just can't do it.
I get picked on. I mean, so I didn't really start listening to country till probably in the late 90s. And then I was more like, Garth and George Strait and a lot of that stuff. But, so there's people I don't
That
know.
was sort of post-Chattahoochee, right?
Yeah.
Post-Chattahoochee.
Alan Jackson. That was middle school.
Way down yonder.
On the Chattahoochee.
Yeah.
It gets hotter.
I think I was a senior in
Than
high school
than a
when that
sticky
song
floor
came
at the
out.
Hampton Inn.
Or maybe not.
No.
No.
Would
Probably
have been
not.
like a sophomore.
Yeah?
Probably sophomore.
What year was that?
That would have been like 93, 92, 93.
Yeah. Yeah.
93,
So
92.
those are, I tend to blot those years out because the Niners lost to the Cowboys 2 years in a row. So,
How about that?
but I think you're right. I think the hooch happened then.
Who got the hooch? Remember that song?
Oh.
Anyway.
Yeah. So, Hampton Inn at Cookeville,
Plus or minus.
sticky floor,
Sticky floor done.
Sticky
and,
floor.
And nothing to drink.
and nothing to
hard.
drink. Yeah.
That's
So
hard.
which is another part of the story I want to talk about too. It's good. So this is where you're like,
Welcome, my friends, to the story that never ends.
So we go eat at
The sushi.
the sushi, right? And good restaurant. Listen to these.
We
two,
like the sushi.
Listen to 2 college girls talk about how they like running around the city of Cookeville.
Oh.
And they were talking about it so loud that that's all we heard while we were eating.
At the
and-
sushi place.
At the sushi place. Very attractive girls, but I was done listening to them talk about and they weren't talking to us. They were just so loud.
That's just that. Yes. Yes.
And then they were also talking about how they like to tie their bikinis up or something. Like they like to go like it's a best I could tell was they like to go back and neck around the boobage and then tie it around them and then back to the front.
They talked about running, and then they talked about that.
Yeah, so it
Both
flipped,
in equal volumes.
it flipped a little bit. Yeah,
Oh.
I learned a lot about bras and bikinis.
Oh no.
So
I'm not
Yeah.
looking forward to any of that with my girls.
yeah, so it was just a weird conversation.
I mean, like Laura.
It's like
Mom!
I don't like.
Mom!
It's like if I'm going to talk about a bra, I don't want to talk about the logistics of it. That's like the last thing I want to talk about. Like I don't want to know. Like that's just a weird, I don't know. It's like 2 dudes talking about boxer shorts or something in a. It's like nobody wants to know. Like I don't.
Again, we're simple.
We are very simple.
We're simple.
So, so as we're finishing, I told Steve, I'm like, hey, the hotel has no drinks. You want to get some snacks and stuff? He goes, yeah. I was like, well, there's a Kroger right down the street, so we go to a Kroger, very old Kroger.
That thing's very convenient for you.
It is, yeah. So we go to the Kroger that looked like it was established in 1912.
Nice.
Very old building.
Oh.
Very old building. And so we go to the Kroger, and it's a very old school Kroger, right? Which is fine. So we get Steven gets the flaming hot Cheetos because that's
course.
what the kids eat.
Yes.
And Dad gets the sour cream and cheddar Ruffles.
There you go.
Because that's what
There
the
you go.
dad eats.
That's what the dad eats.
And so then we get like a couple of, again, Diet Mountain Dews and a couple of Mountain Dews. So we look, we have our items and we're looking to
Check out.
check out. And I notice
And you can use Apple Pay.
And
Oh dear.
I noticed that there was a long line.
Uh-oh.
And then I realized this is Wednesday night. So there are people probably going to church.
Yes.
And then there was just regular people shopping. And there was like 3 self-checkout lanes open, and that was it in the whole store. And the line was backed up from a little past middle of the store all the way to the first aisle.
Oh wow.
And people were cussing.
Yeah, that's bad.
And so somebody finally goes and gets the manager, right? Manager comes out and says, yes, ma'am, to this lady and she's like, I just didn't know if you knew, this many people. And he goes, I did not. And he just walks away.
You're kidding.
No, he walks outside to get shopping carts to bring them back in. That's what he does. He has no intentions of doing anything. And I see employees everywhere. And I'm like, somebody get your butt over here and open up a couple registers.
That's bizarre.
It was really weird. And so we waited 35 minutes.
Oh, wow.
To just get a couple of whatever. And this one lady was just getting a gallon of milk. And we're like, you can get in front of us. Like, it's just all you're getting. And she looked at the line and she picked the milk up, walked it back to the cooler, put it in the cooler, and walked out the door. Like, screw it. Yeah. The Kroger in Cookeville.
Where's the quick sack?
Where's the quick sack when you need it? Wow. Get a bottle lottery ticket, too. Wow.
That's bad.
Yeah. And I mean, like, so when we left, the manager was still outside, like, getting shopping, like, carts. So.
That's amazing.
We didn't care.
That's amazing. Oh, I did not know that.
And then we couldn't get out of the store. They started locking doors.
What?
Yeah, so they started locking doors because they were closing.
Oh, my heavens.
And so, like, we had to walk to the other end of the store to find a door to get out.
Oh, my goodness.
And I'm like, this is only me. This only happens to me.
The Kroger.
The Frogger. I used to think it was Frogger.
Frogger.
I told you that story, didn't I? I used to think that was an F.
I see this.
Because it looks like a cursive F.
I get that.
And so I used to call it Frogger.
I'm with you. I get it. That's all. Look at you, so sweet. The Kroger in Memphis, across the street, was where I saw the car full of blaze. So that was interesting. Kroger in Memphis. The car was on fire. I went from orientation for med school.
Oh, wow.
The car was on fire, and there was no one around.
Big Lebowski style on fire.
I mean, and it wasn't like it had just caught fire. I mean, I'm pretty sure the tires were starting to melt, and there was no police, no fire truck.
Just let it burn.
I mean, there was nobody. I mean, there was not a driver. There was no one inside the vehicle. And I'm like, was this arson? I mean, are they just trying to get some insurance money? I mean, it was the most bizarre thing ever. We rolled past it, and I was like, that car is full of blaze. I was like, I mean, I've never seen that. Nobody around. Now, it's not in the best area. I mean, I will say,
right.
I will say it was not in the best area, but I was like, oh, and yeah, hot.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we could make some smoke signals.
Plus, there's some gasoline to deal with and oil to deal with.
Yes. I mean, I'm assuming maybe it ran out of gas. I don't know. Who knows?
Maybe.
I got nothing. And it was not a Kroger that had a gas station. So I don't know. Yeah, the car was full of blaze. Now, when as we continue to drive, here came the fire truck to come put it out. So I'm sure they diffused the situation. But at the same time, you're like, that thing been on fire for a minute.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Anyway, it is what it is.
I don't know why this made me think of this, but this also happened this weekend. So there's a lot that happened. So
all kinds of things.
So Thursday night, we decided we wanted to watch the Game 6 of the finals. And we were in Central Time, so it was even better. So it came on at 8 o'clock.
Right.
And so I told Steven, I'm like, do you want to go get dinner or what do you want to do? He's like, let's just order pizza and watch the game in the room. I'm like, even better.
Sweet.
So we go back to the Frogger, and this time we were able to get in and out. And then we ordered pizza from Pizza Hut. 2 pizzas, right?
Yeah.
I got a large that I didn't eat all of, and Steven got a large that he did consume, stuffed crust. $56.
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
$56. $56.
Did they put caviar on it?
No.
Oh,
I did get extra cheese.
$56 for 2 large pizzas from Pizza Hut?
Yes. $56.
Did you order it from like Uber? And they Ubered it too, and they charge you the.
I did order it from the Knoxville Pizza Hut. It did take.
I was going to say, so it took a minute. I mean,
yeah, it was
$56.
Yeah. Now again, that does include tip, which I am notorious for leaving a lot.
Well, that's fine. Okay, so
Hey,
let
me tell you exactly how much it was because it's still.
Yeah, but even if you left a $15 tip,
I'm sorry, it was $50. $50.27.
I mean, it's $6 broke the camel's back.
Yeah, there's the Hut for $50.27.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
What in the world?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. So okay. Even if you gave a 50% tip,
yes.
Okay, so say it was $16 or whatever. Okay,
That'd be $8.
Right. So
just wanted to prove I could do the math.
Right, and so Okay. So in this case, it was $50 plus tax. I mean, it's $9.25 on the tax. So you're looking, like $4 and whatever,
Right.
80 cents or something.
Sure.
$5.
60.
Right. So $5 in essence. Okay. So it's 45. Okay. So if you did 22.50.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. 2 pizzas were still $20+ for 2 large pizzas.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much you tipped, but did you tip 50%?
No, it was 20%.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah. I'm like, why is Pizza Hut so much? And we got it delivered, so I thought maybe it's the delivery, but I could see the Pizza Hut from the hallway of the hotel. I could see it. It was right there. 0.27 miles away.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So we enjoyed the NBA Finals with our gourmet
I was going to say that was gourmet pizza.
pizzas.
I was going to say, I would have probably framed some of that. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to freeze this up. We're going to get it bronze.
Thought I was getting it.
I'm going to hang it on.
Lou Malnati's from Chicago.
Right.
I mean, you expect to pay that much there.
Right.
Those big deep dish
Geno's.
pizzas.
Up there, like the real Geno's, yes.
Yeah.
No, the deep dish, I get that, but that's like, you can't eat that. That's too much. Like one piece and you're like, I'm full.
Oh, yeah.
But Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money
pizza.
for 2 pizzas.
Yeah, 2 pizzas. Now, Steven got stuffed crust, which I know is a little more, but...
I mean, I guess it's of course, cost of labor now. I mean, it's expensive. People in food service, they're getting paid bank for what it is.
People are working at the Arby's getting like $20
I would
an
say
hour.
$15, $17 an hour. So I mean, that's going to hurt you if you have to pay.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's part of it. Wow.
I should have got my once a year
I would
tradition.
have like really enjoyed that pizza.
I did.
I mean,
I savored it.
I would say, I mean, put it to your face, just kind of.
I love you, pizza.
That's right. I love you.
Once a year, I do a Chef Boyardee pizza just to relive my youth.
That's
once a year.
That's the good stuff.
And the house smells terrible when I do it. This smells so... I
does.
might do that tonight. That
It
might
does.
be my Father's Day.
You could sit in your recliner and have a Chef Boyardee.
That's what I'm doing on Sunday.
We would have those about every other week,
Yeah.
and I loved it. My mom would fry a sausage, and she would put sausage on it.
Wow.
In addition to just,
And she used the crust that was in the box, right?
oh yeah,
Yeah. my
like
mom
you had
did
to
too.
make it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, with the sauce.
Did I tell you? Can I tell you a little secret with the if you make the crust, which I don't do anymore, I just buy the pre-made crust and roll it out.
What's
So here's a secret: if you make the crust, right?
Yes.
You do all the stuff it says, right? You mix it the way it says it does, and then while it's still before you put flour, because you have to put flour on it to be able to,
Yes.
because you have to put the oil on it and let it rise.
Yes.
And then you have to put flour
Look at you.
because it gets all sticky,
Look at you.
right?
That's right.
So
That's exactly right.
So before you put the flour and before you let it rise, get pepper. You put pepper on it and mix the pepper in with the dough, right?
Oh.
Don't go crazy with it, but just a little bit.
Bo, did you know
enough.
about the pepper in the dough? Faux show?
I bet he didn't.
I'm just
Bo,
saying.
I'm telling you something, buddy.
Pepper in the dough.
Pepper in the dough,
Turkey in the straw.
right? And so then you after it rises, you do the normal stuff. Then before you put the sauce on the pizza, you can already see the pepper, right? The pepper's all sprinkled out there. Take a little Parmesan cheese and just sprinkle it on the crust before you put the sauce on, and then you do the cheese and everything like you would normally do.
Look at you.
It is gourmet.
That's delicious.
Yes.
But you can't do that if you roll the crust out.
You can still do the pepper, and you can still do it.
It's just not as
It's just not as
not
like
as easy.
yeah. And I just
because it's not you didn't weave it into
did not weave it. That's right. Has to
knead it. I guess it's kneading. Is that what you do with dough? You
knead it
with a K or an F. Knead it.
Finite.
It's like the Kroger. I knead that dough.
I knead it.
I knead it. Yes,
And then a gnat showed up and got in the.
that's right.
bread.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it is kneading. I guess it's kneading.
Kneading
You're
dough.
kneading the dough.
We've lost all control. We're talking about that.
That's ridiculous.
We're talking about dough.
It was faux show. We're talking about dough.
That is dough.
But yeah, so the pizza at Pizza Hut was ridiculously expensive.
Gourmet.
Ridiculously
There you go.
expensive.
Pay for that overhead.
I was showing you my receipts there for my
that.
Apple Card. and one of them is still cracking me up. It was from our friends at Labcorp.
Oh, Labcorp.
Which I'm sure you deal with quite a bit.
Actually, no.
No?
No.
Oh, you guys don't?
We actually have our own lab.
Oh.
So we don't, and we deal more with Quest. We're contracted with Quest.
Oh.
But yeah, Summit has our own lab, which is great because historically it's actually a lot cheaper for patients, to be honest with you.
I'm sure.
Because we don't have that extra overhead incurred.
Yeah.
So it works out a lot better.
Yeah.
But anyway, but now when I was in my training, Labcorp was who handled all the stuff. So yes, so I'm very familiar with Labcorp.
So Paxton's had some Nugget, by the way, has had some GI stuff, and so we
nuggets.
We were and we were worried that
Some
like
pellets.
maybe something else was going on. So like we had to do a stool collection. That's fun. They give you like.
Did you do that?
No, Lindsay did this.
I was going to say. So who? Yes.
She actually brought me a diaper to inspect. I'm like, get that away from me.
That's a woman thing, because Laura liked to do that too. And I mean, it doesn't really bother me, obviously, but I'm like, I don't really want to see that. Does it look seedy to you? I'm like, it looks shady to me. This does not look normal, okay? But they're also a child, so what you gonna do? Yes,
it's like, and it wasn't that color when they ate it. Why is it that color now? So anyway, so we did that, and we sent it off to Labcorp, and everything. Is that what it was? It's the Billy Rubin?
That's what kind of gives it that brownish, yellowish.
Oh,
yeah. Because you can actually have a white stool, which is very bad.
That's liver's dead, right?
It basically, you've got some sort of obstructive process where you're not getting bilirubin in.
Or you drink the stuff for the.
So there's things that can kind of take some of the pigment out, but if you see a acolic is what it's called, meaning not, it is white like a ghost, and it will freak you out because there's something wrong. And I mean, you just see that. A baby is more likely to have that than an adult. But basically means your bilirubin screwed up. Anyway, go ahead, keep going. So nugget.
Mine's hot pink. Is that okay?
That's okay.
Okay,
that's okay. Yeah. As long as it's not blood red.
No,
you're okay.
Oh no, that's bad. I took a crap, but there wasn't crap. It's a new Jelly Belly flavor.
Red Solo cup. I fill you up, right?
Jelly Belly.
So you had to do
bloody diarrhea,
right?
So we sent the stool sample off to our friends at Labcorp.
Did you taste it before you sent it off? Make sure it was a good sample.
It was a little nutty.
Okay. A little nuggety.
And so we sent it off, and everything's good. So that's good.
Good. Thank goodness.
So we get the breakdown, the bill breakdown from Labcorp, and what it actually costs, what our insurance paid, and all this stuff.
Yes.
But the bill is like this explosion of attention. Like, please,
why have you not paid this?
Please, and so, folks, just so you know, you don't know this about me because you don't. You know this about me, and most people who know me know this about me. I am somewhat, as we were talking about stool samples, anal about paying bills. I am the kind of person
Me too.
who will not just pay, like Hallsdale Powell, our friends at Hallsdale Powell. They're really not my friends. The folks that we pay, like, I will round those bills up. I am that guy. Let's say our water bill is $124. You getting $130. That's what you're getting. And they warned me. They're like, "Why are you doing this?" Because I am. That's what I'm doing. I actually have a negative balance with Hallsdale Powell and with KUB. A negative balance. And I continue to pay every month. That is how...
Tell me what sparks the...
I'm just...
That's interesting. I've heard of people rounding it up to like the next dollar. Yeah. Just because it's like, let's just keep it a nice rounded whole number, no change.
I think this came from when I was doing radio and I was broke as a convict. I would pay extra, so if next month I didn't have enough money to pay
I got you. If you had the money,
I could float it.
If you had the money, let me float it.
And I've never been able to get out of that habit, and now I do not have those. Fortunately, I don't have those issues anymore, but that is what I do. So, and I pay everything ahead of time.
Makes sense.
I pay the mortgage is paid ahead of time. I pay more than I'm supposed to. Like, I'm really fickle about our credit and our I don't ever want to go somewhere to buy something and they're like, well, your beacon score. I like it better when they say, why, yes, sit down here, Mr. Miller.
Let us allow you to peruse our fine product.
What would you like your interest rate to be? I mean, and that's what I like. And that is not bragging. That is a lot of flipping hard work to get that.
Well, no, right. And you know the other side of that, too.
Yeah, because I've lived it.
It's like, okay.
I've lived it. I've been broke as a convict. I've had a beacon score that people probably used to laugh at. Like, we'll go run your credit. And they're probably back there going, oh, my God.
Right.
Did he murder somebody?
It's like, what happened here?
Have you been in prison?
Like,
and so I've lived that life, so never again. So anyway.
I mean, that makes sense. I got you. That makes sense.
So we get this bill, and this is not the first medical-related bill that we've gotten this way.
Sure.
We got one again from, not again, we got one when Paxton had his adenoids and tonsils removed. When that happened, we got a bill, the very first bill we got from them, the very first one. We got nothing else, nothing. Went to the mailbox, got it that day, opened it up. We had never seen this bill before. I mean, it was basically like, due immediately. We're calling Biden. We're going to have you arrested. And so
No. They forgive all that debt.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
No.
That's right. They forgive all that debt, and we certainly don't ever pay it back.
Right. Nobody has to pay. Right. Nobody has to pay for that.
Could you spot me $100?
I got you covered.
Get some gas today.
Yes.
So,
right.
With the stimulus money, it's free money. We don't ever have to pay that.
Nobody.
Right. At $5 a gallon.
That's it. No. Never.
So I get
taxes.
Right. I mean. So I get this bill from Labcorp, which basically was like, God, please, we're going to have to shut down if you don't pay this bill.
We're in trouble.
We're in trouble. Please, it is due upon receipt.
Now. What are you doing not paying your bill?
And I'm like, because Lindsay laid it on my desk, and I've been gone for 2 days. I'm like, I don't think the time is coming. Typically, when you get these, it's like a net 15 or 30 or 45 or something.
Sure.
I mean, I pay them as I get them, obviously, because that's what I do.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, well, I'll pay it. So I started looking at it. I'm like, oh my gosh, like what? I mean, did we miss something here? And so I'm all worried. And then I'm like looking. I'm like, no, this is the first one we got. Then I see the total.
And what was the total, Dave?
$9. Labcorp's going straight to hell because I owe them $9. $9. $9.
Soaring.
$9.
You can't make the Soaring make it 9.
That's right. You can't. It's like Ferris Bueller. He 9 times.
Solid 9.
There you go. It's a so yeah. So just so you can be my
$9, huh?
So just in case I get
$9.
Yeah. So there it is. There's Labcorp.
Oh, there it is.
For $9.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
It's a $9.
Yep.
Yeah. Paid the Labcorp.
Why is Mouse's ear on there, Dave?
No, it's a
just kidding.
Business expense.
That's right.
I'm a member. It's part of the Hilton Hotel.
All right. It's part of my points.
That floor is probably sticky.
Part of my points.
And we probably know why that floor is sticky.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, so $9 for the Labcorp. Because they were going to go out of business if I didn't pay
the $9.
The $9.
Thank you for paying your $9.
Listen, I do my part for the medical community.
You know that what really probably happened is that their billing department's probably so short staffed that stuff is going like into 90 days not being paid because they just don't have
can't
enough people to process it.
Yeah, that could be.
And
true.
a lot of it's automated, but it still has to be. I mean, it still has to go through whatever. So there's probably some crazy. I'm sure serious, crazy delay.
I'm sure.
But $9, come on now.
$9, yeah.
Come on, Boogie. $9.
Hey, this guy's
coming apart.
This guy's not a sponsor of the show officially, but he did a really good job on my deck.
Brought to you by Saul.
So
Better Call Saul.
Better Call Saul. Oh my God, my favorite show on earth. Bobby Peak, you got to see the deck.
I did. Looks fantastic.
And he did.
Yes.
He did that
Yes.
did a wonderful job.
Thank you, Bobby.
And a lot of it he did on his own because he was having a hard time like having people come out and help
everybody,
him.
man.
Yeah,
the help is not there.
So did a great job. So if
strong work, Bobby.
If you want any information about Bobby, just go to the website, shoot me an email, and if you're looking to get a deck done, I mean, unless you're in Germany, don't email me in Germany. I mean, I'm not gonna. He's not gonna go to Germany, or maybe he will. I don't know. Hey, I'll pass it along to him and let him make that determination.
I mean, the value of the dollar is not very strong, so the cost alone to get over there would probably be.
Seems like that would
insane.
be a little much.
That'd be a little much. But I mean, hey.
But yeah, no, he did a great job on the deck, and we're super excited about it. We got our furniture, we got our fire pit coming.
It's all working out.
Got the mat.
Nugget chases his shadow up there.
He's loving the deck.
Yep, he chases.
He does not like for you to sit on the elevated part. He wants you off of that, so he has full reign. Oh, like he starts crying and trying to push you away. Like, get away from that.
I've experienced the leg slap.
yes,
the leg slap when he's
tough.
like,
He's tough.
Yeah, he say whatever he says in babyish and
yes, yeah. It's
pretty funny.
He gets pretty upset.
Pretty funny.
Yeah,
he likes it the way he likes it. I don't know where he got that from.
I don't know either. No idea.
And if you're not doing your job, you're in trouble. Just saying. Just saying. That's it. That's it.
Oh my gosh.
Good stuff. Bobby. Thank you, Bobby.
Thank you, Bobby.
And of course, as always, Bo.
Thanks, Bo.
Appreciate you.
Hey, here's the number again for you.
Bo Blanken, Farm Bureau.
So the folks that can't figure out how to work Google, it's 865-828-5393. 5393.
For Bo.
Which would have been the score in Game 6 had the Golden State Warriors played the 1996 Bulls. That would have been the final score.
Right. That's it, with Golden State having 53.
That's exactly right.
Jordan. Michael Jordan.
MJ's show number 23.
Just say.
You believe we've done 23 of these?
I think that's awesome.
It's amazing.
And logistically, I'm proud of us, too, for being able to corral it and wrangle it up, get it done.
I know, right?
Good stuff. Thank you, America. Thank you, Canada. Thank you, Germany. Thank you, YouTubers.
Hey,
Where all can they listen to
Yeah,
that?
so please go to YouTube and watch us should you be so inclined. I'm not sure why, but whatever. You can also I don't know what I'm talking about.
Apple Podcasts, Google, Spotify, Stitcher.
Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Friends of Pandora, TuneIn, Alexa, Podcast Addict, Pocket Cast, Overcast, and there's some other ones I think I just leave off because
Forecast,
all the cast. The forecast is it's hotter than hell.
Ankle Cast.
It's hotter than hell.
Hot and muggy.
It's what was the Kiss album? 99 in the Shade.
99 in the Shade.
Look at that.
Boom.
99 in the Shade.
Boom. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Kiss.
See you soon.
See you, folks.